Hi guys! Welcome po sa aking channel and welcome to my vlog. And for today's vlog po ay gusto kong i-share sa inyo yung mga ganap ko kanina sa House of Representatives, no? Actually, masayang-masaya ako talaga guys, no? Dahil sa nangyari ho kanina, nagpasabog ho yung Vice Presidente eh. Actually, invited yung Vice President kanina sa House hearing po ng Committee on Good Governance and Public Accountability, no? Kasi halatang halata talaga guys na may gusto silang tumbukin eh doon sa hearing na yon eh. No? Ang sabi nga ni Vice President Sara, hindi na talaga budget ang pakay ng mga kongresista eh. Hindi na yung budget na eh. Kundi gusto talaga nilang sirain, wasakin yung pagkatao niya, saka yung kanyang popularity, no? Para hindi na siya makaka-take off sa 2028. Yun yung uh, totoo doon, no? Yun, pero wala, hindi gumana yung script ng mga kongresista, guys. O, kanina, doon pa lang sa question, o pag-question ng Vice President sa gusto ng mga kongresista na mag-take oath siya, no? Inaran na kaagad ng Vice President, guys, eh. Kasi ang ganito kasi yon, nagpadala ng imbitasyon yung COMSEC, yung committee secretary, naka-address doon sa Office of the Vice President kay Vice President Sara, no? Kaso lang, ang letter doon, nag-indicate doon guys na siya po ay inimbitahan para maging resource person. Okay? Now, pagdating doon sa house kanina, and nagulat yung Vice President guys. Kasi gusto ng mga kongresista na mag-take oath siya eh. Alam niya yung rules. Bago pa siya pumunta doon sa House of Representatives, tiningnan na yung rules ng House. And nakalagay doon sa rules nila guys, ang pwede lang mag-take oath doon ay yung mga witnesses. Hindi kasali yung mga resource person. Kaya nga, tinanong ng Vice President o ni Vice President Sara yung chairman eh. Ano ba talaga yung role ko dito? Isa ba akong witness or isa ba akong resource person? Yung sagot ng chairman kanina resource person daw siya eh. Bakit gusto nilang ipatake out si Vice President resource person pala yun. Diba? So, sila mismo hindi nakakaintindi doon sa kanilang rules eh. Kaya nga, nag-suspend ng 1 minute. Biglang nag-suspend ng 1 minute eh, no? Yung committee hearing kanina eh. Yun po, no? Ang matindi doon guys, yung game changing doon talaga, yung kanyang opening statement, no? Ang sabi ko ng Vice President, yung ginawang mga hearings so dito, hindi naman yung budget ang pakay eh. Hindi yung budget, sabi niya, hindi ang budget ko yung pakay dito eh. Yung target dito eh. Ang target doon talaga is wasakin yung kanyang popularity, yung kanyang pagkatao, no? Kasi banta kasi itong si Vice President Sara sa kanilang manok eh. Sa 2028 eh. Alam naman natin kung sino yung tinutukoy ko eh. Si Tamba, di ba? Yun po. So, para maintindihan mo ninyo guys, no? Ipapakita ko sa inyo yung clip doon sa opening statement ho ni Vice President Sara Duterte.
The officials of the Office of the Vice President, as well as each and every one of our satellite office leads, were in receipt of a letter from the chairman of the Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability dated September 13, 2024, requesting our presence or that of our duly authorized representatives in today's initial deliberation with preliminary determination on privilege speech number 379. In view of the said letter, I am appearing before you today not only as the head of office, but more importantly, as the duly authorized representative of all officials of the OVP. Simply because we have not done anything wrong. There is no misuse of funds. If there are audit findings, we shall gladly respond to them before the Commission on Audit. And if there are legitimate cases to be filed, then we shall gladly respond to them before the appropriate courts. In relation to this, may I just say that I take notice of the opening speeches and nasabi doon, there is a determination of misfeasance, nonfeasance, and malfeasance. And those are cases that should properly be taken in the courts of law. What we are witnessing now is no ordinary legislative inquiry. This exercise is a well-funded and coordinated political attack. This much is evident from the very words of the privileged speech that prompted this inquiry. A speech that simply meant to say, do not vote for Sara on 2028. It is clear to me that this inquiry is not about misused funds, accountability, or governance. Instead, it is solely aimed at discrediting my name and my office to prevent future political contests. I have publicly stated my reasons as to why I've chosen not to defend the OVP's budget proposal for 2025. I have narrated the issues I encountered in previous years, which can easily be confirmed by looking at the NEP, the GAB, and the GAA for fiscal years 2023 and 2024. Further, I have even shared the drama that transpired last year regarding the confidential funds. Hence, just as we have done last year, we again leave the 2025 OVP budget to the pleasure of Congressman Martin Romualdez. I am not asking for any special treatment, nor am I asking you to uphold any tradition. There is no disrespect. All I am saying is that you have the complete freedom to do whatever you wish with the OVP budget. If you feel that all the documentary submissions are not enough, then by all means, huwag kayo magbigay ng budget. Sa totoo lang, hindi naman ang budget ang punteriya ninyo. Dahil napakadali naman magtanggal ng budget. What you are trying to do is make a case for impeachment. Hindi naman ako kakandidato sa nalalapit na eleksyon. Hindi ako namumulitika. Ang ginagawa ko lamang ay ang pagtupad sa aking oath of office at campaign platforms na trabaho, edukasyon, at mapayapang pamumuhay. Sinabi ko na noon at ilang beses ko nang inulit na hindi ako ang problema ng bayan na ito. Ang totoong problema ng bayan ay kagutuman, kahirapan, illegal na droga, kriminalidad, terorismo, hindi na sapat na healthcare, kalidad ng edukasyon, kawalan ng plano ng infrastruktura para sa disasters, at marami pang iba. So, you may try to destroy me, you can skin me alive, and throw my ashes to the wind. But let it be known, you will find me unbowed. I will continue to serve the Filipino people no matter the personal cost or political intrigue. Having said that, I will not allow myself to be subjected to an inquiry based on an empty privilege speech, just so you can attack me and do indirectly what you failed to do directly during the budget hearings. I therefore request this committee to terminate this inquiry for its clear lack of any proposed legislation or substantive matter for discussion.
Ayun,
Shukran.
yun po. Yun po yung kabuuan no, ng opening statement ho ng Vice Presidente. At malinaw doon guys yung sinabi ho ni Vice President Sara na may mga dokumento sila eh. Pwede lang i-submit yun pero mas pipiliin lang isasubmit yung mga dokumento na yun sakaling may kaso man doon sa court. No? So, isasubmit nila yun. No? Tsaka i-defend niya yung sarili niya doon sa court. As to the House of Representatives, malabo yun eh. Alam kasi niya yung pakay ng mga kongresista sa kanya eh. No? So yun. Ito po ay nagpapahiwatig lang talaga guys na yung ating Vice President may ano talaga ito. May, kung baga sa lalaki pa yun, may bayag yun eh. No? Ito lang yung babae na may bayag. Marunong manindigan. Tsaka yung kanina, bilib na bilib ako dun sa kanya eh. Nung, di ba napansin ho ninyo nung sa kalagitnaan no, ng dun sa first gap no ng hearing, di ba? Nagsalita ho si Congressman Marcoleta in defense dun kay Vice President and even former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, di ba? Dun ni Congresswoman Arroyo yung difference ng witness at saka ng accused no based dun sa Supreme Court decision no? Pero ang sabi nga kanina ni Vice President nung in-ambush interview siya kanina sa labas during the break, sinabihan ho niya si Congresswoman Arroyo at saka si Congressman Marcoleta na huwag masyadong magpa-stress doon sa hearing na yun kasi kayang-kaya niya yun no. Yun nga yun doon ako believe sa kanya no na hindi niya kumbaga hindi niya attitude guys na humingi ng tulong no kahit na yung presidente pa yung tatay niya no walang talaga pagkakataon guys na humingi siya ng tulong doon may sarili talagang panindigan itong si Vice President Sara Duterte kaya nga magandang material ito guys para maging presidente doon takot itong si Tamba guys no doon takot sa kanya yung pagiging strong iron lady nitong si Vice President Sara Duterte yung ginawa nila ngayon at yung ginawa ho ng COA na parang nilinis nila yung pagkatao ni Vice President Sara Duterte mas lalong sumikat po ito ngayon guys tsaka kitang-kita naman sa live TV live coverage kanina guys na yung halatang-halata talaga guys na iba yung pakay ng mga mambabataso natin. So, yun nga. Dapat mag-calibrate to ng strategy itong si Tamba guys at saka yung mga aliporeson niya dyan sa House of Representatives, no? Parang hindi na ata gumagana yung strategy nila dyan kay Vice President Sara no? Parati silang na unahan no? Kumbaga sa basketball pa yung kanina guys, pang na yun pangatlo na yun strike 3 nga sa baseball nga, strike 3. Sa basketball, alam mo anong tawag dyan? Grand Slam na yun. Yeah, Grand Slam na yun, no? Kung sa basketball pa yun. Pangatlong beses 3-0. Di ba? So ano pang kasunod? Baka hindi na nila iimbitahin itong si Vice President kaya ayaw na magkaroon ng strike 4. Di ba? So yun na po. Sana po ay may natutunan kayo guys na kahit papaano no? Dito po sa ating vlog for today. No? Thank you very much. Maraming salamat at God bless nating lahat.